Stop focusing on momentum. I mean it. Roll it. Lots of questions have come in, and a lot of it has to do with focusing on momentum. They're all around momentum. I can't get momentum. I can't get moving. Is that really what we need to be focused on right now? Or maybe we should just focus on the baby steps, the little goals that we need to achieve in order to get momentum building. All the coach calls I had and all the people I've been talking to and responses I've been giving have all been around this idea that, hey, I can't get momentum, and I'm focused on the can't get the momentum instead of focused on I need to get moving. You can't get momentum unless you're moving. Simple economics of life. If you don't start pushing the car so it can get moving, it's not going to go anywhere. Even if it's on a, you're at that hill that's going to go down and the car's right at the top, somebody's got to give it a push, and you got to be strong enough and keep pushing until it does go down the hill. I guess that's probably a horrible example, but it works. Yeah, it works. Our focus is always on the things we want. It's never on the things that we're doing, and I think this is the point of this video. We need to start focusing on the things we need to be doing. We need to focus on those little things that are gonna get us a build up to those bigger things that will actually pick up traction and get us moving in the right direction. A lot of questions ever since I went to Vid Summit and the people I met have been around momentum, and they're asking me, well, you write this stuff, you talk about this stuff, you preach this stuff, and the question is, well, with my YouTube channel, I can't get it moving. And the answer is simply keep moving on the little things that you can get moving. The big things will eventually come, because clearly YouTube isn't biased. It wants to make money. Now, when we put into perspective, we could talk a lot about why your YouTube channel isn't working, why mine hasn't been growing, why other people's are growing, why I've helped other individuals with their YouTube channels grow and I can't get mine. There's a lot of things that we can look at. Now, the fact of the matter is, however, that the idea needs to come to the fact that people focus on the negative when things aren't working in the direction they want them to work, and it forces them to stumble and not appreciate the moment that they have and the successes they're having. And this is a powerful thing for any individual. See, my friends, when you are grateful, when you appreciate things, it makes a positive moment in your brain stick out. And then when you're working on the smaller challenges that you really don't want to be focused on, well, what happens? You start to become more positive even though you're working on those, because you're getting them done. And once you get them done, well, you start moving in the right direction, because the small things pile up to the big things. And when the big things are done, guess what? The big things start to happen. And I know, it's hard. It's incredibly hard. But if you can switch your mindset into a positive one from a negative one, the world starts to spin a little bit different. Still spinning the same way physics-wise, but how we think of it. Because what happens is all these beautiful people start to come into your life. All these positive, inspirational people who have their own set of momentum, they help push in the direction you need to go. The negative ones kind of fall off. They don't like nor appreciate you being positive, which means more positivity will come from these other individuals that you've been lacking in your life, and you start to grow. I made a video that was all about the idea of having the right people around you. I'll link that above. I suggest you watch it. Lastly, I want to make this really, really clear. When your focus is on that momentum not growing, and your negativity starts to pile up, you can't see opportunities that exist. You can't see what's available there for you to take advantage of. Because when you're focused so negatively, everything looks like a bigger challenge than it is. I just spent a lot of time trying to figure out how I'm going to get moving with my other channel. And the fact is that I had filmed all this stuff and I was like, oh man, I didn't launch it in time and I'm not going to be able to post all these videos. It's too delayed, this, that. And until I started sitting down editing everything and really coming up with how I'm going to try to use all these videos, I was just focused in this negative realm. I couldn't get my mindset out of it. I met several people and I talked with them and I was like, hey, do you have any options on what I should do? And they were giving me a lot of good quality stuff, but it came down to I didn't like any of them. But because they were like so optimistic on giving me so many different solutions I could use, I came up with my own one day when I was like, screw it. I'm just going to go edit the videos, leave the opening on its own, and figure out what I'm going to do with that. And now I know exactly how I'm going to release everything, and I'm really happy about it. Momentum has picked up, and we're off to the races. Take some time, ask yourself, what am I focused on really? Am I focused on doing the little things that are going to get me to that momentum I need to grow? Or am I focused on the momentum so much I've turned into this negative Nelly that only focuses on negative things? Ask yourself this, analyze it, spend a couple days on it, not just flick of a finger. Then ask yourself, what do I need to do to get on the positive side of things and get moving in the right direction? My name is Nikos Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. Hit that like button if you like what you see. Of course, hit the subscribe button. And most importantly, leave your comment below. Leave your story. What have you experienced? What has worked for you? What hasn't? Who knows? Somebody might be reading it. They might take you up on your offer of your comment and what you wrote. And who knows? You might help change a life.
Snowy.